Could you move any slower? All right. What's up? Divine Feminine. You up? You up? Hey, hey. How y'all doing? All right, so of course this reading ain't gonna be for every single Divine Feminine, okay? As you can see the title, all right? But other parts will, so, you still have messages, all right? Just take what resonates and leave what does not. All right. Hey. What's up, Star Boy? All right, so let's see. What's up? What's crying in your read today? Happy Friday to you too. Didn't realize it was Friday till you just said that. So for those of you that that part of the reading is for in the title, okay, you would have just been made aware of this, okay, recently. Yesterday, day before that, okay? This is someone who is on tour right now for somebody. Somebody's on tour right now, okay? They're gonna take some time out of their tour to connect with you. All right, that's for somebody. All right, confirmation on that. It's my Ace of Swords clarity behind that. Yeah. Somebody's taking a break from their tour. I'm not gonna say who it is, okay? Because Somebody born New Orleans or Louisiana. All right, one more. The Nine of Cups. That's having your feel. You're having your feel, something in plenty, okay, plentiful. You're getting what you want, okay, even better. I'm hearing something's better than you. It makes up for all of the mess behind you, okay. It makes up for it. Something's better than you ever could have thought that it could be, okay, by your partner, okay, who your partner may be, financial wise or career, okay, everything's upgrading. It has to match the work that you've done on the inside, okay. You can't be with, for most of you, if not all, you can't be with a regular person. You cannot, all right, especially, first and foremost, spiritually, right? Okay. You can't be with somebody who's not equally yoked to you. It's still there. Truth, expression, new perspective, seeing the truth, clear action, honesty, communication. So communication coming in that you desire, okay? Yeah, if I'm talking to you and this is your person on tour, okay, somebody's literally, I don't know, they got a tour a break in their tour date or something like that. They're taking that time and they're going to connect with you. They could be looking up where you're at right now or something like that. Somebody might literally show up, find out where you live and show up. Like themselves. Like knock on your door for somebody. All right, Holy Spirit, take me into divine feminine, please. Okay, so on the other side, okay, on the other end, somewhere else, okay, in the universe, someone is pulling away from another person, okay, or making some type of break or cut or something like that, okay. Now, I've been waiting on, when to tell y'all this, right? Because I'm like, Spirit, I know I would be saying stuff that I see, that could be far-fetched to people. I don't really care. I know what I see and I know what I experience. But I don't know. I feel like today was a perfect day to say something. Because I don't know, some of you may be experiencing this, right? Remember I said communication? You getting communication from, other worlds, right? Places that are not anywhere near this place, right? So I was taking a salt bath, right? Earlier this week. And all of a sudden, I just got some communication that came. Well, matter of fact, I saw words first. Spirit did this word play. I had some words written on my mug or whatever. Spirit did this word play to where the words were cut off, and all I saw was, brother, another galaxy. Brother, another galaxy, right? And then after that, I was sitting in the salt bath, right? Like I do. And I was sitting there with my eyes closed, and I was just, meditating like I do or whatever, music playing in the background. And then all of a sudden, I got like communication that came in. Yo, I have a sibling in the galaxy next to this one. Believe it or not, I got a sibling in the galaxy next to this one. Crazy. Crazy. Expression. Crazy. It's crazy. Like the realm of what's possible is crazy. It's crazy, okay? My mind's being blown every day. Every day. Keeps me quite busy from distractions, I'll tell you that, okay? Embarrassed. Sad, okay? Somebody's embarrassed and sad, okay? That you're growing or you're growing past them, okay? And you're happy, yeah, and satisfied. Two people are happy and satisfied. Confused in the reverse. Yeah, somebody tried to confuse you and you were not. You did not allow yourself to be confused. I believe you saw something before it was even able to be acted out. So like we said yesterday, you were standing outside of something, right? Who are you talking to now? Hold on. That's not how your power works, darling. Okay? And you don't tell somebody how to use their own power. Alright? Kind of, you're doing a bit much. Okay? That's not how your power works. People's power work differently. Most times than not, you find out that you have the power because it operates on its own. Okay? got strong. Give me Moses. Moses, okay, the Red Sea. Making it through something strenuous, okay, life-threatening, okay, not just you, yourself, but you bringing other people through it as well. And I just heard the birth of a nation. Somebody could be having a child, okay. Triplets could be significant. Somebody's last name could be triplet. Sunflowers can be significant. Somebody can wear glasses, okay, or contacts. Somebody's a clown. Yeah, with this ravenous type energy they're carrying around. Okay, but we ain't gonna spend no time over there. Communication, separation. Somebody wants to communicate with you that you separated with, or that you ended something with. Typical. Searching. Air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, around spring. Secrets, union. Call. Something about a secret union and a pregnancy. Somebody could be trying to like double check some type of test results. Somebody thinks some test results are fake or doctored up or fabricated. It could be like a pregnancy test or something like that, or somebody thinks that somebody got a fake pregnancy test or something like that. Yeah, and you would be right to think that. Spirit saying. You would be right to think that. Spirit is saying. Lifestyle. Somebody got secrets. Somebody got secrets. Fire sign. Sneaky. Triggers. Separation. So somebody, okay, so a fire sign who completely tried to obliterate you, okay, your life or whatever, because they didn't like who you are or the fact that you have a smile on your face, okay? So somebody could have showed up in your environment, you know, I don't know, getting as close to you as possible without saying anything, okay? You know, kind of like waiting on you to ask them what's wrong with them. Somebody needs like a therapist, a psychotherapist. They need something. They need something up here dealing with the mind. Okay, this is somebody who tried to hurt you, or they did hurt you, but they want you to ask what's wrong with them. As if you care. This is somebody with a hidden lifestyle. Okay, damn low lifestyle could be, doesn't have to be. But regardless, they got secrets, and a lot of them in this closet. This closet's full, jam-packed full, okay? To the point where shit is just falling out. It's just falling out at this point, okay? Jumping out. Yeah, it's a lot of chatter, a lot of talk, a lot of gossip going on, okay? Was confused. Appreciation, new boo. Look at that. I told you they're coming off tour for somebody. Here they come. They about to show up somewhere. Okay. Yeah. Y'all might. Hey, look. Y'all might. Just Okay. Or this could be the birth of something new. Yeah. This is the birth of something. Yeah, it's like, okay, so how Spirit's showing me, it's like all these people have been in your environment trying to intercept each other, right? Block each other, stand in each other's way from being able to be with you. And your person comes from left field, not even in this environment that you've been in, right? Or that you live in. Your person comes from left field while these people are over here trying to figure out, how to block whoever's coming towards you next. It's like your person's not governed, they're not down here. That makes sense, right? With everybody. They're more ascended, okay, in spirit and in a 3D. So they're at a higher tier. I mean, apparently if they're on tour, okay. Yes, Spirit was just waiting for you to be done in your training grounds. Remember, I mentioned boot camp before, right? A couple days ago. It's like you were in spiritual boot camp. It's not like you were. You're in spiritual boot camp. Okay. Think about Divergent. Remember when they were going through those tests? You know what I'm saying? All those tests when they joined the factions that they joined. Same thing. Same thing. Now you're done with that. You're done with that training ground. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Double confirmation. Triple confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. You can be seeing messages, messages in threes, okay, or 333. Pregnancy. Somebody don't know who the baby of their, the father of their baby is, okay. You got around summer. Gift. Ghost communication. Yeah, we don't care about that. Taurus. Chris Brown's a Taurus. Somebody could be a Taurus. Isn't he? Yeah, Chris Brown's a Taurus. Reincarnation. Okay, it's a past life. Somebody you've done this with before in the past. Okay, past lives. Yeah, discovery. Yeah, this is all being, like I said in the beginning, Spirit has made you aware of whoever I'm talking about to you, so you know who I'm talking about. It's not which famous person could it be? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about if I'm talking to you, okay? In that area. You and this person have done this before, okay? Both of you are aware. Like, both of you have a cognitive understanding of what's going on here. I was lying when I said the feeling's mutual. So somebody wants to admit now that they were lying to themselves the whole time about how they felt, I guess, for somebody. Crossing in the reverse. Escape. Somebody stuck in the in-between. Somebody that passed away. Somebody passed away. They're in like a void. I don't know if I can even call it a void. Well, I mean, no, I can. Yeah, I can. Just like somebody stuck in between. Purgatory? Purgatory? Somebody stuck in purgatory. Intervention? Yeah, they have to stay there until further notice. Challenges, yes, they got some challenges to meet. Okay, it's like loading, the next level loading or whatever. So somebody has to stay in this waiting place in spirit. This person has passed away. Okay, somebody that recently just passed away. Somebody who was on this planet wreaking havoc in hell. Okay, in your life. Awakening. Yeah, ordeal. Yeah, they're in the spiritual realm. Okay, I don't know. There could be like literally a dragon appearing to them in the spiritual realm, talking to them in spirit. Telling them where they are, why they're there. Okay, they're being awakened to it. The pay, ordeal, threshold, integration. So 2 things meshing into one. Two meshing into one. I ordered another deck, y'all. I think I got what did I get? A Egyptian deck or something like that, I think. Should be here in a couple days. What's up, Be Positive? Somebody think it'd be Drew? Selena? Christina? Christine? Jasper? Jasper. Maybe somebody's animal's name as well. Somebody can name their animal after someone. Thank you, beloved. I say I'm happy, but I'm still stuck in love. This person I was talking about that was fooling themselves. Las Vegas could be significant. I don't know why Spirit told me to wear this hat today. So Las Vegas could be significant. Ugh. All right. Shout out to Vegas. Spirit says modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, Vegas. Unspoken. Yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is significant. Or that type of energy, what happens here stays here. Okay? Or what happens in this family, stays in this family. What goes on in this house stays in this house. On some abuse type shit. Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so somebody's bound to keep some secrets or something. Somebody could be full to the brim with secrets, family secrets. Somebody can't take something anymore. Ten of Cups. Family. Unspoken. Family secrets. The boogeyman. That's the boogeyman hiding under people's beds. Those family secrets. Those demons. They're being housed. You're protecting them. You're hiding them. Ace of Pentacles for money. Behind money, behind finances, behind financial stature, public prestige, okay, social prestige. The Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio, Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Somebody's assistant can be looking up some things, okay, looking up information. Looking up information on you, your address, things of that nature, okay? You can get that on the internet. Somebody's going to show up at somebody's door. I kid you not, okay? I kid you not. Temperance. Could be a Sagittarius. Sorry, I got a confirmation of my own. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Holy the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Two of Swords. Yeah, I'm literally getting like, oh my God, like shock. Six of Swords. Yeah, somebody's shaky, jittery, like it's not, somebody's not starstruck. No, that's not it. It's the fact that somebody is standing at their door. Like, that is kind of, it's shocking. It would shock anyone, right? But it's not like, either person is unaware of the other. They're aware of each other, okay? Even upon expecting this, okay, it could still be a shock or a surprise to you. Me telling you this and then it happening. Okay, that's literally not for everyone. I may be talking to a handful of people when it comes to that part, okay? But you would know if I am. Wouldn't be a surprise to you. It's too many. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like someone helped another person see through family illusions, okay, or any, smoke bombs that their family likes to throw. Okay, somebody can make more, be the breadwinner when it comes to like the whole or the community, their relatives. Somebody could be the successful one. Okay, out of all their relatives, the most successful, the most successful. So somebody sees who they need to cut off, right? Who they need not to support anymore, okay? Somebody could have been unaware that, them supporting certain people in their family or friend group or whatever was keeping them at bay. Well, it seemed like everybody else took off, right? Or everybody else gained ground in certain areas. It's because they were doing it off of your support, right? They weren't giving you that support back. They couldn't. They don't have the equal, they're not equal to you, so they can't even, if they wanted to, give that back to you, because it's not an equal, balanced relationship already, right? The Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, somebody's been thinking about it's even hard for them to, I don't know, somebody can sing and dance. It's even hard for them to be on stage and focus completely. That's how much they're thinking about you. Okay, Nine of Wands. To somebody. Temperance, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Okay, Spirit, I ain't gonna ask for no more confirmations. Okay, the Empress. The Lovers, Gemini, Virgo. Somebody can smoke hookah, the Nine of Wands. This person's been through a lot. Whoever this person is, okay, that's on tour, they've been through a lot, okay, with different partners, okay, potential partners in the past. King of Swords. Chariot, Adversary, Hangman, Moon. Archangel Michael is subduing Lucifer. Yeah. The moon. Yeah, there was a fight going on. Yeah, Archangel Michael had to put his foot on Lucifer's neck. Pulled up in a chariot. A fiery chariot. Look at him with his sword. Archangel Michael. Pulled up on Lucifer. Hung him out to dry. Pisces can be significant, okay? So this could be concerning a Pisces, right? Because we fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities. So Archangel Michael was handling, right? Lucifer, right? So in the physical, that is, someone is a Pisces. Whoever Lucifer was controlling, confirmation. Whoever Archangel Michael subdued, okay? In the human form, they're a Pisces in your family. Patriarch, matriarch. The devil reversed, the chariot reversed. This is like Archangel Michael being on his chariot, right? Charging at Lucifer, and Lucifer being on his chariot, right? Charging at Archangel Michael. And he loses, right? Chariot's all busted up. The wheels are broken. It's upside down. It's on fire. Cancer. Capricorn. Okay, as usual, this Cancer and this Capricorn always comes out together. So mother, daughter, father, son. Okay, one of the two that have been hiding or trying to hide, or they're playing the victim or acting like, they're battered and beat and bruised, which they could absolutely be. Not for the reasons they're saying, though. The High Priestess. Yeah, you're not confused. If you're this High Priestess, there's no confusion around you. You're not confused. You see through something, okay? Or you see you're in the exact spot where you're supposed to be, right? You're standing in the spot where there are feet impressions, right? Where you're supposed to be at. I mean, you're at the exact right place at the exact right time. Everything's fully aligned, okay? Balance, Two of Pentacles. The world. Something about the world's axis shifting. I don't mean literally, okay? Well, I mean, could be, I don't know. But I mean spiritually. It's like a wave of energy that just comes through, right? And hits everybody, and it's a change. It's a permanent change. So a paradigm shift. Libra, Pisces, the Three of Wands. Your sight is increased. Somebody's spiritual sight is increased. Greatly increased. Greatly increased. Okay. It would take a lot. Okay, a lot of people at this point to try to confuse you, right? To be able to even confuse you for a little bit. Okay, yeah, your sights increase that much. King of Pentacles. Somebody is financially well off or financially stable. Okay, like very financially stable. The Moon. It's Pisces, Cancer. The King of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. Somebody's cutting someone down, telling somebody about themselves. Okay, or what what they're not going to tell them. Like somebody is putting their foot down to someone. Whoever this King of Swords is putting their foot down to someone. I feel like this King of Swords could be this Sagittarius, could be this uh, Aries, Leo, could be this Scorpio, could be any sign. But they're putting somebody in their place, or somebody who has an issue or a problem or something to say. Or they're doing that already ahead of time to people they already know who would have something to say. So maybe a baby's mother, a baby's father could be significant, somebody they have a child with, okay, who haven't been with. Okay, they co-parent. It's not like these two were together or anything. Like, no, they don't. These two don't do good together at all. You know, they know it. Everybody around them knows it. Moniz. Somebody's name could be Moniz. Monique. Monse. King of Cups. Oh yeah, somebody is in love with somebody. Yeah, they've been having to hide their passions or something. Or they not hide, they're keeping it to themselves. Okay, this person's smart. Person's emotionally intelligent. Seven of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Strength, the Eight of Cups, the Fool, Hangman, King of Swords. Because they've been through this before, that's why. They know better. The Fool. Aries can be significant. King of Swords on the bottom. Cause my heart beats just like the speed of smoking. I was seeing if there's any like secretive type of energy, you know, behind this moon here. It's giving mysteriousness. It's not giving secretive. It's giving keeping my business to myself, right? My future plans, Three of Wands, to myself. Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. You know, not letting nobody know what I'm doing, right? Except for there's at least one person that's close. Could be an assistant, literally, someone's assistant, okay? Or if it's not someone famous for you, okay, or that well known, it could be somebody just close to somebody, somebody that somebody trusts. Uh, for some of you, this could be same sex. This could piss a lot of people off. I'm getting like two heartthrobs, okay, men or women. Two heartthrobs. Like this is gonna piss a lot of people off. Somebody could have a kid already, maybe a teenager, maybe multiple for some of you. For others of you, one of you can have no children and the other one can have a teenager. For some reason, for a second, I just felt like this was Divine Masculine's read. I just had the spirit had to remind me, Divine Feminine. I said two meshing into one. That's why. Two meshing into one. That's why. Okay, so something has transpired. Some type of meshing or welding to get welding. That sounds painful. Conjoining. The Tower. Yes. The Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, somebody got like a whole bunch of plans that they're not telling anyone. They're keeping to themselves. Okay, somebody like has the whole scope of something planned out, like from the beginning to the end. And that's exactly how they're going to execute it. It's kind of like they have to because of how their schedule is, how busy they are. So they have to be very precise, very precise in their movement. Seven of Swords, the Empress. Yeah, they kind of got to sneak off to you. Like, okay, now's my time. Let me go handle this before I gotta be back over. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a tour date or somebody's job, right? Okay, maybe they travel for work. Maybe somebody's a trucker. Maybe somebody's in the military. Maybe somebody is an investigator. It could be anything. Okay, the Most High is proud of you. All right. But it's a lot. Haiti can be significant. My name could be Benjamin or Ben or Benji. Ooh, got child molestation. Damn. Okay, physical abuse. So this is surfaced. Okay, it's out in the open. So I said Benjamin. So that name is connected to whether they're the accused or a victim. Feels like victim. So whoever's name is Ben could be, I don't know, it's involved, okay, however it is. Pisces, confirmation of what I said earlier. Okay, this could be somebody's mother. Whoever I'm talking about, whose name I just said, okay. Confirmation, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this is their mother. So somebody's uncle and their mother. It would be your mother's brother. Little brother, your mother's little brother, baby brother, Pisces, okay, crooked judge, Louisiana, like I said earlier, okay. Somebody's sibling is a judge of a different skin tone. Somebody could have a like Caucasian sibling, and someone could be like half and half or something. Mm-hmm. Municipal court, yeah. Somebody's a crooked judge in the municipal court. Okay, on the West Coast. On the West Coast. Washington, Oregon, California. One of those. Prejudice, corrupt nurse, death. What is going on here? Cults disguised as churches that hold prejudices. Okay, we've got the U.S. president out here. Seattle. So the president's watching some of you. Chris Brown's up again. Taurus significant. Or maybe Chris Brown is. Ain't he on tour? Or is this tour over? I don't know. MK Ultra. Crack addiction. The U.S. president. I mean, that wouldn't be so surprising, would it? You know? Yeah, this is crack. You know. In there hitting that pipe. they're hitting that pipe before they address the nation. Yeah. That's why he be looking. Why he be up there looking like that, feeling so cool. Why you talking about he about to bomb this whole country? Yeah, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna make it great again. Yeah, we're gonna make it great again. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, everything. You know, we'll have the bitches over here and the strippers over there. It'll be great. It'll be great. October. Somebody can be born in October. A corrupt nurse. The name Jackie or Jacqueline, significant. Somebody's sister. There's sisters out here, 3 sisters. A judge, somebody named Jackie, and a Pisces. They siblings. Pisces again, in the reverse. Confirmation. Siblings. Siblings. And a karmic Scorpio. Yeah, we're gonna, Toxic family. Okay. Patricia or Patrice can be significant. Yeah. Somebody been wondering if God saw what you did to Patricia. Jackie. Somebody's responsible for someone's death. Quickening someone's death. Causing someone to be sick. This is in the past. This person's no longer here. They're deceased. The person could have had an alcohol addiction when they were alive. This Patricia, they had an alcoholic addiction when they were alive. Certain people that died off in this family over the years, okay? I'm seeing some that are connected through marriage, okay? Like children connect, that have been taken out. And then I see some who are a part of that actual bloodline being taken out. So deaths over the past 25 to 30 years have occurred because of this Pisces, whoever this is named Jacqueline, this crooked judge, any other siblings that had any involvement, okay? Or family members, racketeering, look at that. Dealings with the cartel. Talking about the devil made him do it. And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. That's what you signed up for. Of course the devil told you to do it. Okay. Okay, this corrupt nurse could be passing away. They could be an old friend of yours. That corrupt nurse from school. Fire sign? A female. A woman. Well, female, I had it right the first time, you know. Woman is a title that's earned. Okay. Yeah, 2 people both have Creole roots. One of you could be darker than the other one could be lighter skinned. For some of you. All right, let's see what's in the current. Jay, you don't know my name. You cross the line. You will never come in. Why you wanna lock me away? I'm winning. Why you wanna lie to my face? I'm shining. Two of Pentacles reverse. So no longer going back and forth about something, or somebody has figured something out. Somebody's configured something perfectly. Okay. Somebody has rearranged or moved things around how they want it to be. Okay. Two of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to make a decision about finances. The Emperor. Or somebody's in two minds about finances, okay? About outside of finances, lineage, okay? Where their lineage is headed in the future, okay? What direction their lineage is going. Seven of Cups. Yeah, somebody knows that with the two of you, your lineage will be okay. That your lineage will be more than okay. Something about, being attached to the right bloodline. Okay, the two of you are in the same tribe for somebody. Like I said, there's a tie that you share together. Like something intersects you, crosses the two of you. Okay, and it could be roots of some kind. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, Louisiana is a root. Okay, y'all connect there some way, somehow. Okay, families, lineage, however. Okay, or it doesn't have to be limited to Louisiana, but that's what came out. Okay. Somewhere in the past, your lineage crosses hairs. Okay. So, through marriage, your bloodlines cross. Genealogy. Yeah, I'm seeing genealogy. I don't see the names or anything. I'm just seeing people like, like a picture would be there, right? Okay, I don't see the name, I just see the box, right? And then there's like a profile next to it, but it's blurry and I can't see it. Okay, but these are representing people in a lineage. Okay, Spirit said I can't see them because they're people who came before you. Okay, you can though. So some of your ancestors that you've never met before, some of them from the first ancestor, okay, they're going to be making themselves known to you. They may appear to you in a dream or in a vision, depending on how you see. Yeah, I'm seeing them appear to you like standing all around you. They're dressed differently, or that's how they're appearing to me, from different times. Biblical times. And before that. The Magician in the reverse. I like how somebody thinks. Somebody's making sure that something's not an illusion. So maybe somebody's asking for confirmations, like I do, over and over again. Somebody likes to be triple sure, okay? So I feel like that's because someone does feel something in the energy. They do feel something. That's why, okay, they're double checking something or making sure that, they're sure about what they know, what they've been shown. It's something else that they are making sure that they're seeing correctly, okay? Because they're spotting someone trying to manipulate, trying to throw smoke bombs. That's what they're doing. Death, yeah. So spotting it, being able to see it is putting a death to it, okay? The Eight of Pentacles. Because the enemy likes to hide, right? If you know what he's doing and you can see him, then you can't do it anymore, right? The Hangman, Seven of Wands. Okay, you will have the demons that you've defeated, right? Or principalities that you've defeated that will come back. Okay? They're going to do that as long as you're living in this human body, okay? It's to keep your pace, okay? It's to keep you still climbing, right? It's to keep you climbing constantly, right? You'll defeat them, they'll go away, lick their wounds or whatever. You'll have some seasons of you know, a down period to where you don't have to, struggle and fight and, every inch of the way, right? Okay, and then they'll come back in different seasons, right? So make sure you're looking at the whole scope of things, right? So that you will not allow, of course you'll get frustrated, right? Of course, things will piss you off, right? But make sure you remember that this is a part of your destiny, okay? So you don't have to let it piss you off or irritate you, at least how it did in the past, right? Make sense? You have control over the outer world because you have control over your inner world, right? Whatever is going on in the inner world projects to the outer world. So if there's a storm going on in here, you better believe it's a storm that's about to approach you on the outside, okay? So just make sure you're keeping yourself balanced, all right? Control yourself. Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. And I do not mean anything outside of you. You control what's inside of you, you will control what's outside of you, okay? I don't care what comes up as a distraction or a fear in your actual reality, okay? Tell it what to do in here. When that fear comes up in here trying to get you to, oh shit, what am I going to do? Check it. Put it in check. And whatever's on the outside that's trying to put you in fear will be done away with. Confirmation from the ancestors. Ace of Wands. The Hermit. Y'all could be having freaky time, okay, when y'all are to yourselves at a distance. Those of you that are at a distance. The Sun. Cancer, Leo. Knight of Pentacles, Justice, Strength. The Knight of Wands, Hermit. There's a Leo out here that doesn't know what to do. They're having a meltdown. Okay, they have all this passion and all of this. I feel like somebody is a grown man and they're really just a hurt little boy on the inside. And I'm not saying that to talk shit or anything. That's how somebody feels. They would want, they'd give anything to, be able to put their head in your bosom. You put your arms around them, right? Give them another chance, something like that, confirmation. But somebody did somebody did the worst that they can do to you, like to hurt you, to harm you, to try to control you. And it's not that you feel like you love this person. You do, right? Can't help who we love, But you will not allow for the abuse, for the bullshit, the mess, the drama, the chaos. Like, it's a waste of time, it's a distraction, it's not needed. Okay, and it seems like somebody likes to play in that. They get off on it. Scat. Sorry, a little speechless. Somebody likes scat or something like that? Isn't that like, oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, that's real nasty. 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Somebody likes, I don't know. Look it up, okay? Look it up. Yeah, somebody likes scat. That could be this Leo. Anyway, okay, yeah, that can't happen because of what this person did to you. This person could be, so close to you. They can show up in an environment and be so close to you, like right next to you, standing there, and you could want to. You know what I'm saying? Your nature, the nature of who you are could want to. You know what I'm saying? But no, you refuse to. Because why? I'm not going to comfort someone who tried to destroy me. Why am I comforting you for what you tried to do to me and did to me? You need to go get your head checked. I love you, but you got some issues. You got some problems. I ain't going to let you take me down with you. No. Four of Pentacles, and you refuse to hear anybody else but yourself. You refuse to acknowledge anybody else but yourself. Even other people's presence. You treat humans like they're trophies or like they're trinkets that you can collect and put on your shelf or in your pocket. That's why you're in this Eight of Swords. And I'm not explaining something to you that you don't already know. Okay? I feel like you want somebody to talk to you, but you refuse to talk. See, that's the problem. You want somebody to do what you are not willing to do yourself. You want someone to do what you're not willing to do yourself. Nobody has any obligation to do anything to you, for you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Nothing. Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Like, how dare you? How dare you? And you're going to have a very hard, trek, uphill trek, because of how unappreciative you are. Disrespectful you are. You don't appreciate anything. So you won't have anything to appreciate. To hopefully gain the appreciation. Justice, and that is fair. That is fair. Two of Wands. Strength, Ten of Swords, the Moon, Knight of Cups. And you will not be intervening in this person's love life. All you're doing is making it worse for yourself. That's it. And I don't feel like you care either, so, I'm just talking to a brick wall. Casting pearls among swine. Don't do that. Okay. The Moon. Some type of swift justice. Something, this could be karmic justice. Something energetic. Something coming out of nowhere. The Fool. Double-sided karmic retribution. Okay, so spiritual and the physical, as above, so below. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. It's your soap, boo. I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody. Somebody's skin is breaking out, okay? Trying to figure out what it is, all right? Yes, people are doing spell work or whatever, but, when something is allowed to affect you, it's because, there's another area that you maybe need to straighten out or clean up or look at, okay? So the reaction would be, you telling you that there's something that you may be using that could be affecting your skin. It could be body wash, it could be, whatever type of soap you're using, okay, bar soap, it could be laundry detergent, okay, it could be all sorts of things, okay, food, right? It's like playing musical chairs or charades. You have to figure out what it is, okay, but more water, drink more water. Potassium, fiber, iron, okay? Need those to add to those things. No, I ain't no doctor, okay? I'm just telling you what I'm picking. Well, I'm not a doctor in the worldly sense, okay? Spiritual, yes. Okay, Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands in the reverse. Most certainly heal your spiritual ailments. Sometimes physical. Judgment. Somebody could have been married before. Somebody that has been married before that is now divorced. Okay, could have been for some time. Okay, this person feels like, you're the one that they were supposed to marry, that they are supposed to marry. Okay, somebody does not just, like to be married just for the sake of being married, okay, or for, something to be on paper, or, signatures to be on paper, none of that. They could have married somebody in the past that was that way. Somebody is serious about the constitution of marriage. It's special to them. Okay, what it stands for is special to them. So they found somebody who it's also special to, who respects it. Okay, who sees what it is, in its as much as they can understand and see, in its entirety right now, right? I feel like the other part of that you won't be able to experience or understand until you're actually in that said marriage or contract, right? Okay. That's the importance of two people wanting the same things, right? Okay, going in the same direction and not two different directions, trying to, fight the other one to get them to, pull them over to your side. Like, no, you guys have to you have to want the same things. You gotta have the same trajectory, right? To stay on the same level together. The hangman on the reverse, the tower, or else later on down the line, you're gonna separate, right? Things are just gonna go in the opposite direction because that's how it started. You already weren't on the same page for somebody, okay? Just like the saying, you lose them how you get them, right? That applies to everything, not just, cheating or, lies, manipulation. It applies to every area of your life. It's just like if one area of your life's unbalanced, every other area is unbalanced because they're connected. They're connected. That's why you have to feed every area of your life equally. Okay? Can't work too much and lack in areas of fun, right? Or having too much fun and lacking in the areas of work. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Or time with your partner. Or, you know what I'm saying? Doing cute, nice things for each other, right? See, two people who match each other spiritually and, passionately, emotionally, it'll go the distance. Easily, it'll go the distance. Okay, if those things are not applied or they're not present, it will not. It will not. Even if it does go the distance, it will not. Those people that have been married 40, 50 years, right? But they hate each other, right? It'll be one of those type things. They still together 50 years later, but they hate each other. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to be. It's not how it's supposed to be at all, okay? The lovers. Yeah, I see two people skating at a skating rink or something like that. Four cups. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing two of you. Okay, so at this point where I'm seeing you, both of you are very either famous or well known. Okay, so the people that are around you, they know who the both of you are. And I'm seeing people like, because it's like you two are skating or whatever, and it's like there's nobody else there. It's like you guys don't notice anybody else, and people are offended by it. People become offended because it's like nobody else is around when the two of you are together. Five of Wands. Nine of Swords. People in distress in the environment. They don't see us. How come they're acting like there's only them two? There's no one else around. Just want to get confirmation, wanting your attention. Like, damn, leave people alone. Let people be in they, you know what I'm saying? They think together. Damn, can't even go skating together. Especially if it's same sex, two women or two men. Oh my God, the hate. The hate. Some reason people hate seeing two good-looking people together. Hate it. Hate it. It's always got to be one not so good-looking and one amazingly good-looking. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Usually an insecure relationship. Usually that's the type of relationship where, it's quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And we just act like it's this to the world. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Somebody likes how you speak truth to power. Okay, whoever you are. Five of Swords. Yeah, the only competition you're in is to take back the world, take back the earth. And that's not really a competition, because it's already said and done. We just gotta let it play out. Confirmation. It's already said and done. The ending has already been determined in the beginning. Lucifer knows that. He's just cursed to be Lucifer forever and to do what Lucifer does. Steal, kill, and destroy. That's his job. And we have ours. Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Most High was showing me the other day. He was like, he was showing me, giving me more in depth about Lucifer or whatever. And he said to Lucifer, he was like, "Oh yeah, you hate humans so much." This is a conversation that I wasn't present for. Most High told me this. You hate humans so much, right? Okay, you want to destroy them so much, right? That I'm going to use you to build them up. Since you hate them so much, I'm going to use you, Lucifer, to build them. Yeah, I'm going to use you to build them. Use your kingdom to build mine. That's what he said to me. That's what he said to me. Thank you, Abba. That's what he said to me. I'm going to use, that's the conversation he had with Lucifer way back when. I'm going to use your hatred, your disdain, okay, for my children, okay, your siblings, and I'm going to have you build my kingdom with that. And that's exactly what's been happening. That's exactly what's been happening. And he can't do that. He's like on repeat. That's his hell. He's on repeat. Knowing that he lost already, but still and forever, thinking that there's a sliver of a chance. He's stuck on repeat. Can't do nothing but do what he, opposite of what he was created for, and then ended up doing. That's what he's bound to. And that pisses him off. Cause I thought it was over. It's over. Over and over. Calling me back. Closer, closer. Over and over. Please, you calling me back. Why you keep calling me? I like when Abba confirms in well, not outside of spirit, but when when he confirms, it's different. I don't know how to explain it. When he confirms things after I say them himself, it's different. Like the confirmation is different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. Like, I don't know. It's just different. People be mad at that. They're mad because God answers you immediately. Most times. Unless it's a time where he wants, because you'll have those time periods where it feel like, the Most High is not there, and that's when he's there the most, right? But so that you don't attribute your safety to a feeling, right? He allows you to feel that, so that you don't attribute your safety, right, your peace to a feeling, right, or an idea. That makes sense? Okay. I want you to know that even if it feels like I'm not there, that is the time that I am there the most, right? Do not let the enemy deceive you. I have never left you and will never leave you. Bars. I wasn't even trying to rhyme just then. I wasn't. See? That's the Most High. It's like weaving a shoestring. He comes in and out. In and out. All right. Future energy, near future energy. I feel good, man. This reading, y'all reading is making me feel phenomenal. Well, it's adding to my feelings. Okay, it's adding to my feelings. Four of Pentacles. Did I say somebody gonna show up to somebody's house? Somebody gonna take a break from their tour to show up at somebody's house? Okay. If it's not that for you, this is just somebody showing up at your house in an environment. Okay, maybe not at your house. If it's not a famous person, it's not gonna show up at your house. Okay. If it is, they're gonna show up at your house. If it's not, somebody's gonna show up in an environment, somewhere they see you. Okay. Could you know? Well, let's not go to the dramatics, right? You know, it doesn't have to be somebody literally bringing you flowers, you know, or gifts or something like that in a public environment. Archangel Raphael, please block whoever that is. It could be, but it doesn't have to be that, you know, out there, right? Ace of Pentacles, but it could be. That is an Ace of Pentacles, right? Okay. Brownies for my brownie. Somebody could be brown skinned. Okay. Three Pentacles reverse. Yeah, you know what? Somebody could do. Okay, so if this is not something that they're bringing you or presenting you with, okay, this is somebody approaching you, saying something to you, and a group of people are around to see it, and they don't like it. It's like they're having this disdain. They're feeling this disdain as it's happening. As it's happening. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Chariot. Yeah. This could be a you know, would you like to go out on a date? Can I take you out on a date? Not would you like to. Can I take you on a date? Or, you know, to have coffee or, you know, whatever people do. Okay, these days when they get to know each other. I wouldn't know, it's been such a long time, you know. I couldn't tell you, you know, as of recent, the Ace of Swords. Something is being made clear or there's some type of breakthrough, okay, in clarity. The Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. I know I keep saying this, it keep coming out. Somebody is the Tower. This is meant to be shocking. Even though I'm telling it to you, this is going to shock the hell out of you. The Tower of Strength. It keeps coming out. Beloved, look. Somebody is finding their way to wherever you are. Literally, that's a map. Did I say somebody's on tour, hitting different cities? Somebody's going from whatever city this is, and they are finding where you are, and they are coming to you. The Tower, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. You gonna fall in love with me. Somebody's name's Drew. The World. They're subscribed to your channel under a profile. They interact with your. They interact on your channel already, or they have been. You know, they pop in and check on you and see, like every time they get a chance to a break or something like that, or while they're rehearsing, while somebody's rehearsing. Ten of Cups. Chrysanthemums are significant. They serve as spiritual protection. Chrysanthemums, the flower. Somebody have a garden of chrysanthemums, okay, or maybe somebody could, you know, should grow a garden of chrysanthemums. The King of Wands. Somebody could be growing that around their home. Like planting those seeds, you know, so it'll encase or circle your home. Okay, the Eight of Wands, yeah. something about grimoires. Somebody could be doing something that's been left in a grimoire for them to do for spiritual protection. So something that's been passed down through lineages, like a kind of book of shadows type of thing. Yeah, kind of like what I'm making for my kids. Remember what I showed y'all? I told y'all every demon I didn't face, every principality I didn't face, I'm gonna put it in here. It's the same thing. Okay, to leave your kids, your lineage. So when they come up against these things, they'll know how to fight them. Right? They won't have to try to figure it out like we did. Of course, there will be things that they will have to figure out for themselves, but they'll be equipped. They'll be equipped. Leo, Sag, Aries, got the Five of Cups. Okay, so this Five of Cups is attached to this Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody amongst this group or in this crowd of people, somebody that was once working with some other people. This is like people just standing around now that are not working together anymore, or they don't even like each other to begin with. They never did. So they're still in this environment, but they're like, you can know these people are because they'll have, a mug on their face, or they'll look sad, or they'll either look sad, mad, disgusted or irritated, right? Those are the people. Those are the people. The Chariot, Queen of Cups. Look, somebody keeps saying, make sure that you keep saying that I'm coming to where they are. Whoever this person is for you. Page of Pentacles. Make sure that you keep telling them and confirming to them that I'm coming to where they are. The Hangman. Somebody could have longer hair. Somebody could wear a bun or something like that. I feel like whoever this person is, they have a harder side, a more stern side, right? Okay, they can be from the hood, okay? For some people. But they also have this soft side, like somebody's a sweetheart, somebody's a gentleman as well. Okay, everybody has a past, all right? We're talking about now, who somebody is now. Somebody's a lover boy, right? But not a fuck boy. They're a lover boy or a lover girl, but not a fuck boy or a fuck girl. They have directive, okay? Five of Swords, they have aim. Seven of Wands. They're protective over you, okay? It's too many. Do you believe in love and the promise that it gives? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Nine of Wands. Somebody's in jail or prison. Yeah, somebody could be laying on the ground or something in the prison yard, like thinking about you or something like that. Yeah, the Star, thinking about what could have been. The Star, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Thinking about what could have been if they would have won over you. Not if they would have treated you better, but if they would have won strength, if they would have overpowered you. Three of Swords. So they deserve to be where they are. In prison attire, in tattered rags, sleeping on a damn steel table, basically. Nine of Swords, the Hermit. Yeah, they're confined. Somebody's confined. See how they're trapped within that circle? Somebody is on there like first, not ghost hunting. Somebody has just started doing like, making house calls or something, right? When it comes to ridding people of evil entities, principalities, spirits, demons. Somebody just started this. It's giving like an Ed and Lorraine Warren type thing. This is the beginning of someone's next leg of their purpose. Well, good for you. Congratulations to whoever that is. You're on like your first, I don't know, you're helping a family or something like that with some type of okay, heads up. There's an object in that house. It's a love seat, a sofa, a chair. Yeah, that's a spirit. There's a spirit or demonic entity attached to that. A spirit just had me throw that out there for you. Okay. But that's what you're doing. You're helping a family. Okay, rid them of some type of evil entity or entities. Okay, and you could be trapping this entity. You could be trapping this entity, basically, and delivering it. You know, confining it. Okay, condemning it, banishing it, something like that. Somebody's on their new job. Don't forget about the chair. Spirit says the chair. It could be a brown chair. It's like a love seat or, you know, one of those chairs a man, an old man would sit in all the time. You know, don't sit in my chair. You know, that chair that you don't want nobody else to sit in but grandpa. That chair. Okay, judgment. The Hierophant. The Star. Damn. The Two of Cups. I don't know how to describe what I am seeing in its full. Like, I really do not. I don't have the words completely, but in human terms, you know, layman's terms, okay, marriage, right? In its simpler form. But something is like marriage, or the word marriage, or the human word marriage cannot constitute how significant this is at its depth. How significant this is at its depth. Okay, how far back it goes, how deep it goes. Okay, surface level would be marriage, you know what I'm saying, coming together, getting married and all that in this human world, right? But something goes way deeper than that. Like marriage is just the human terminology for the two of you being together, right? Okay. But something goes back to ancient times, like even before that. Ancient times off of this earth, not here, somewhere else in the stars. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Just like I told you, I have a sibling in another galaxy outside of this one. You're going to start finding things out like that. It don't matter who don't believe it. It don't matter how far-fetched it sounds. You're the one experiencing it. Okay? And you share it whenever Spirit leads you to share it, so that the next person that's dealing with the same thing or experiencing the same thing doesn't feel like they're batshit crazy. Right? Now, I keep saying 3 suns in the sky, right? And I keep seeing 3 suns in the sky. Again, 3 suns in the sky. 1, 2, 3. Something going on up there. Something going on up there. Something's up with the luminaries. The Tower. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so I mentioned the firmament rattling yesterday, right? Or something hitting the firmament and it being able to be heard. No, not hitting it, a trumpet blast. It was a trumpet blast that I heard yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And the firmament shook. Look, the wind just picked up outside. See, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. The Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Justice, and the Lovers. Look at that. I think I'm going to stop it right damn there. Right there. Damn, this is like going away to war or something, or, you know, planting a whole bunch of seeds in your new home that you got or whatever, and you having to leave at the drop of a hat, go off to war or go off to defend something, and then you come back and you got a whole freaking, everything's grown. Everything is sprouted up. It's green, it's colorful, there's fruits hanging off of the vines, and you return to a complete and full harvest. I don't know. I'm seeing somebody make it like a dance floor or something like that in their yard or on on a piece of land. You know, you put those dance floors together or whatever, just like this, just like that. I'm seeing the scene from the movie Sinners. Remember that scene from the movie Sinners when they were piercing the veil? The music was piercing the veil. Remember when the roof went up in flames and then the walls came down? That spiritual experience? Same thing. Same thing occurring right here. This could be you guys celebrating or something like that together, getting together, and I'm telling you, just like that scene in Sinners, that type of thing occurs. You pierce the veil. This is some type of ritualistic thing that's happening that you don't know is happening. You may know at the time, right? But this is your ancestors basically coming through the veil and celebrating with you. Just like in the movie. They had all those different ancestors from different eras, in time. And they all came through for that night to dance and to join the party, the festivities. Page of Swords, the sun, and here comes the vampires. Here comes the vampires. Look, they hear the music in the distance. Here come the vampires. Wasn't there three of them? Wasn't there three of them? Two dudes and a girl. Can we come in and fellowship with you? We got money. Yeah, we got money. Would they have gold coins or something like that? We got money. Can we come on in? Art imitates life. Why does this look like the scene from Sinners? Art imitates life. Anything else, Spirit? Divine Fem. Page of Wands. Damn, this reading feels good, Divine Feminine. Okay, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Somebody tries to message someone and there's no response, or it's just dead, silence. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, something's run its course. Six of Pentacles, yeah, you're too busy giving and being given to. You ain't got time. You don't even hear this back here. No, you got somebody blocked. Message ain't even coming through. Ten of Swords, yeah. Somebody's like, oh, they blocked me. People be thinking themselves to be somebody that they are not. They be so shocked when somebody don't want to deal with, oh my God, but it's me. I'm me. Oh, what do you mean you don't want to, you don't want to deal with me? It's me, I'm me. Who the hell are you? Who are you? You know I'm somebody too, right? What's going on? What? Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody's just been laying in wait. Yeah, they've been laying in wait, sleeping in the bushes, waiting for you to get something, for you to receive some type of finances so that they can come and try to, take from you what they think they're going to do? Take you out and take your shit? Like I said, I don't know who somebody thinks themselves to be, okay? Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I don't know. Looks like it. Top hat there, all right? Watson, whoever. You're not that. You're not that. So stop it. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. If you were that, you wouldn't have to sneak and hide and do all the shit that you do. If you were actually that person that you think that you are, you wouldn't have to do all that. Your presence and your energy would speak for itself. You wouldn't have to prove anything or try to prove anything. Six of Wands. King of Pentacles. Here he comes. Didn't I say here he comes? Travel again. Last time we looked, he was looking at the map. How to get there, where there is, what's the address, right? And now he's on this boat, in this ship. King of Cups, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. There could be a King of Cups that's locked up. Is that the same person we was talking about? Mr. Scat Man? Yeah. Or Skin, whatever it's called, Emperor. Somebody's just shitty. Like literally. Somebody could like to sit in the bathroom with their partner when they're using the bathroom. Yeah, I had a weird partner like that. Weird, strange. Come to find out, yeah, he's mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Queen of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. There's you and your Emperor. Your Emperor, King of Pentacles. Or Queen of Pentacles. Take out resonate. Divine timing is hitting now for some of you. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, Eight of Cups, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, the Star. While those who deserve to be out in the cold are hung out in the cold. But they're made sure to, Spirit made sure to hang them right in front of the window so they can see inside. You know, they can see what's going on inside, you know, that they're not allowed to attend. All right, that's it. Leave it there. That's my sound. Girl, when I was with you. All right, beloved. Y'all want to donate to the channel, book personal, okay? Info go to in the description section. If y'all want to, thank y'all who did donate. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all stand up on your spiritual protection, all that. Okay, pay attention to your energy. Make sure that you know, there's no subtle. If anything throws your energy off, pay attention to it. Okay, I don't care if it's a lightheadedness or a certain feeling in your gut. Okay, listen to it. All right. All right, stay prayed up. I love y'all, beloved. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I will see y'all later. I'm gonna take another break here. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna come back and do some more reading today. I'll probably do if y'all want to do questions later tonight, $20 questions. I'll probably do that tonight. Okay, so if y'all want that, y'all have your stuff ready. Venmo, Cash App, Chime, PayPal. I holla. Love y'all. Later. Peace.